Assalamualaikum and good morning, sir. So our team will present about the 7 quality control tools. This is our members, which is Muhammad Alif, Muhammad Fidaus, Muhammad Azim, Ahmad Ifan, Amir Alif and Rahman Kazi Ashikur. So for our agenda is, firstly we start with introduction, next is objective, literature review, methodology. So in the methodology we have 7 quality control tools, control chart, cause and effect diagram, scatter diagram, histogram, check sheet, flowchart and also Pareto analysis. So next we continue with conclusion, and the last slide is reference. So for our introduction is the 7QC tools are a group of graphical methods for locating, assessing and resolving issues in production and other industrial processes. Organizations all over the world use these tools to find and get rid of flaws in products and processes, as well as to keep up with the quality of goods and services. There are 7 quality control tools that are used to identify and eliminate product flaws. And the Pareto chart is the first quality control tool that is used to rank problems or issues according to their frequency or impact. The cause and effect diagram, also referred to as the fishbone diagram, aids in locating the underlying causes of issues. Next, we go to our objective. Our objective is to find and removing flaw in product and process. Second, we go to review the production procedure, pinpoint the main problems, manage quality control blips, and provide solutions to prevent future flaws. Lastly, we go to help an organization foster a culture of continuous improvement.
Next is the literature review. This is about literature review. They are based on the research paper that we found for research purpose regarding this topic. Okay, first, review and quality management using 7QC tools. The 7QC methods are simple statistical tools for problem solutions that were taught to Japan by quality gurus like Deming and Juran. And applied quality management system is advantageous in the successful deployment of quality instruments. The Pareto diagram, cause and effect diagrams, histogram, control charts, scatter diggings, graph, and check sheets are the 7QC tools used to solve quality concern. Second research paper is 7 basic tools of quality control, the appropriate techniques for solving quality problems in the organization. There are several fundamental quality tools that can help a company with problem solving and process improvements. Dr. Kaoru Ishikawa was the first guru to offer 7 essential tools in 1968 when he published Gemba no Kyushi Shuho. A study discovered that these tools play critical roles in monitoring, obtaining, and analyzing data. Dr. Ishikawa introduced the following 7 basic quality control tools. First, check sheets, graph, regarding the trend analysis, histograms, Pareto charts, cause and effect diagrams, scatter diagrams, and control charts. Figure 1 depicts the relationships between these 7 tools and their applications for identifying and analyzing quality improvement opportunities. Okay, now we are going to explain about the methodology for the 7 QC control that will be used in an organization to improve the quality management. The QC tools include the Six Sigma implementations and regular PDCA cycle, as well as a step-by-step implementation process. Fishbone diagram, also called cause and effect diagram, Pareto chart, and control chart, can be used. Scatter diagram, histogram, and check sheet may be used in the next stage of evaluation and analysis. The QC study will explain how the 7 QC tools will be used to improve the quality management. For the first quality control tools, we are going to use control chart, which means that control chart can help an organization assess if a process is consistent and predictable, making it simple to detect elements that could lead to the variance or fault. By comparing historical data to data acquired from an organization current process, it can discover the present process is regulated or influenced by the particular change. The figure below show an example of the control chart diagram.
Okay, next, we're going to the second quality control tools, case and effect diagram. So below is the fishbone diagram, or known as the cause and effect diagram, named for its resemble to the fishbone. That quality management tool function by outlining a quality-related issue. Cause and subclause are often organized into six categories: measurement, material, person, environment, procedure, and machine. And then at the right side, there is an example of a situation in automobile case. After all the concepts have been added to the fishbone design, the next step is to talk about the concept and explain those that are unclear. The team has come up with a list of potential reasons the automobile won't start. Here is the illustration of the potential fishbone. Next, we're going to the scatter diagram. The scatter diagram is the best of the 7 quality tools for showing the relationship between two variables. This is perfect for people who work in quality assurance and are trying to figure out what caused what. Once the organization knows the link between a specific defect and its cause, the organization can implement focused solutions. So at the right side, there is the scatter diagram figure.
Hi sir, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Rahman Kaji Ashikur. So now I will present our video presentation. So my part is methodology. It's 7 quality control tools. My groupmate already explained 3 tools, so I will explain rest of this. So first I will explain about histogram, which is tool 4. Histogram is a bar graph that show how different group of data behave. Each bar in a histogram represents a group, and the highest of bars show how often data from the group occurs. Histograms are especially helpful when an organization wants to divide data into groups like age, day of the week, or physical measurement. So we can see like a histogram example here in the figure. So next, check sheet, which is tool number 5. Organization can use check sheet to gather qualitative and quantitative data. A check sheet accumulates data in form of check or tally marks that show how many times a certain value has been found. This makes it easy to find error or defect in process or product, as well as pattern of defect. So as you see like a check sheet example. So here it's shown in a tally mark. The next tool number 6, which is flowchart. Most of time flowchart are used to document organizational structure and process. This make them perfect for finding blocks and steps that are needed in the system or process. Make a map of one current process can assist organization in figure out which tasks are done when and by whom, how process move from one department to another department, and which step can be taken out make one process run more smoothly. As you can see that the histogram, flowchart example here is like it's step by step everything explained about their work. And last, purity analysis. The purity chart show how important different factors are in a relation to each other. This lets organization find and found on the factor that have the biggest effect on certain component of procedure or system. The bars show the individual value in a descending order, while the lines show the total. So we see that cause periodic diagram in the figure. And like another way, like when there is a lot of data that has been arranged, the periodic chart is advice for us. In addition, it is used to inform stakeholder about the main problem. Next, it's necessary to implement any work period in any company. Here is a simple example of period diagram. So here show select data, measure data, select time frame, calculate percentage, sort in ascending order, calculate cumulative percentage, and draw bar chart, draw line chart, and last analyze periodic diagram. So that's the about periodic analyze. So that's all about my part. So next my groupmate will explain about conclusion. Thank you, sir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For my part, I will explain about the conclusion. The conclusion is we learn about the 7 QC quality control tools are a set of graphical techniques used to identify and solve problems in a manufacturing or service process. The 7 tools are we learn cause and effect diagram. It's also known as a fishbone or Ishikawa diagram. It is used to identify the root cause of a problem. Then we learn about the check sheet. It is used to collect and organize data. Then we learn about the control chart. It's used to monitor process stability and control. Meanwhile, we learn about the histogram. It's used to visualize the distribution of a continuous dataset. Then we learn about the Pareto chart. It's used to prioritize problem or defect based on frequency or impact. After that, we learn about the scatter plot. It's used to identify correlation between two variables. And lastly, we learn about the stratification. It's used to analyze data by dividing it into subgroups. Okay. The purpose of the tools are used to improve quality, reduce variability, and increase efficiency in a process. They can be applied in a variety of industry and settings, including manufacturing, healthcare, and service industry. This is the reference. Thank you.